Okay, folks, don't worry that you can't see me. I'm right here. Mike's Instant Movie Reviews on the road. Don't worry, the camera's mounted. Everyone's safe. Everyone's safe and protected. I was starting this video on foot. I got interrupted by circumstances beyond my control. The movie in question is Our Friend, apparently based on true people, real people. People that you might like if we were to meet the real people. You've got your Jason Segel, you've got Casey Affleck or Affleck. I did not recognize him, I'll be honest. I've never seen the movie Manchester by the Sea, although someone who I've worked with was in that movie. I've never seen it. We've got Jason Segel. Most people know him as a funny man. Chasing Sarah Marshall or whatever, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and so forth. Actually, Chasing Sarah Marshall would be a good name for a sequel to that film, if they were ever to do one. You've got the gorgeous, just a woman who just, to me, call me a freak, but I guess I'll just never get over her past performances, but just a lovely female actress, woman, Dakota Johnson. That Hollywood heritage, that Hollywood legacy, of course, always helps in getting breaks in this business. But also, you might remember her from the series Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey again, whatever they were called. But just a woman who was willing to do such sexualized films. But now she proves, I guess we get into the spoiler alerts, she can play the dying person as well. She can play someone who's dying. We've all enjoyed movies where we've seen someone going to Michael Keaton in My Life and this one and that one. The person who's dying. And granted, most of these dying people films are from the point of view of, the dying individual and what they're going through and blah, blah, blah. And their rage and their anger and their sadness and their attempts to leave something behind for their children, or a legacy, or the bucket list, or whatever. Or you see the film from the perspective of the loved one, the person loving the person who's on their deathbed. And all these films, there's always time for these people to work out their feelings and emotions and their deathbed confessionals, which is wonderful. Now in this film, the unique slant, apparently, I did not know this until the end credits, spoilers, the movie was based on a magazine article in Esquire, which I probably had that issue. I probably just did not read the article, to be honest. I would have remembered. That's the problem, folks. I get a lot of periodicals sent to me as a VIP, but I don't have the time to read all these articles. I'm doing other things. I'm writing my own articles and so forth on MikeMessier.com and so forth. How the fuck ever, in this situation, this film, and I guess the magazine article, which was titled The Friend, this movie is titled Our Friend, a big change of one word. It's really from the perspective of the friend, not the dying, not the lover or the spouse, but from a third party, which in this case, I think, in my humble opinion, I think Jason Segel did quite a masterful job of acting. I'm getting that Bruce Mitchell folks, I'm sorry. I really hate saying the word It's just a stall tactic. I felt the movie was pretty damn good. Is it Oscar worthy, perhaps? Look, I just can't get over how beautiful this woman is, this actress, Dakota Johnson. But she's also a great actress, in my opinion, which makes for a great combo. And I think she did quite well. The child actors were quite good, especially the older daughter. The younger daughter, child actor, did not have a lot to work with, but I guess the point is they're supposed to look like they could be Dakota Johnson's spawn, her children, with Casey Affleck, and that was fine. And I think the children actors were good. Other supporting roles, in and out roles, different people, It's a good movie. It's a great movie. Was it a tinge long? I don't know. the choppiness of the in and out tapestry, if you would, of the storytelling, timetables and so forth, similar to, but not exactly like, was it titled 28 Grams with that other blonde lady that was a great actress and very fetching back in her day. I can't remember the name. I can't remember. I don't have Google on me. I'm driving. But yes, that type of, in and out editing, although this movie was helped quite a bit by text on screen that keeps you up to point. Non-linear chronological filmmaking it was used effectively in this. I did think Casey Affleck did a good job. I might have to watch Manchester by the Sea at this point to see all the fuss of a fuss. All the fuss of a fuss. Jason Segel, quite effective. What else could I say? I felt, okay, I guess I'm trying to hide from my own emotions. Really, the perspective of this, folks, the way that I interpreted at least the first 2/3 of the movie, was that Jason Segel's character, the friend, he's like the latch-along guy. Like, he doesn't have his own wife, he doesn't have his own kids, he doesn't have his own home, apparently. And he's just kind of latching along to other people's existences and lives. And I felt like I could relate to this, to be quite frank and honest and truthful and vulnerable. I felt a kinship to this character, okay? And perhaps some of you folks out there might feel that as well. You're always the guest and never the host, so to speak. Can you feel that affinity? Are you always the uncle and never the dad? Are you always the aunt and never the mom? I felt a kinship to that. To be honest, there's a certain freedom in that type of living because you're not tied down. You don't have a ball and chain. You know what I mean? Walk the dog, but don't own the dog type of mentality. Taking a perspective of life like, I'll be here while it's fun, and then when things get a little too intense or a little too cloistered, as a friend of mine used to say, I'm the fuck out. I think there's a great deal of benefit for having that type of lifestyle where you're not straddled down to people and things and homes and ownership and career and all this crap that can be a fucking anchor around your ankle and sink you in the ocean of mediocrity. There's something to be said for not having those ties, okay? Now, the down fucking side is, it's in our humanity, at least as modern day Americans, to seek the company of others and to nest and to all that crap. So even if you're a lone wolf, so to speak, you typically find yourself with some type of family, even if it's someone else's family. You're some type of situation where you're the welcome guest, you're the guy in the back seat, you're the third party at the table, you're the third wheel, and you find yourself in those situations, whether you like it or not. Now, the deal with this character, this guy, this real life guy, I guess, Dane, is that he sticks around. He's very loyal. He sticks through the hard times, if you would. And is he rewarded as such? Well, I will save that for you to think upon and see the film. Now, once again, I'm lucky enough that I'm in a city where I can go to the movie theater and see a movie. Some cities are like that. You might be surprised, folks. Put your Google machine on or your Yahoo search, or pick up the phone if you do that, and find out if there's a movie theater near you. You might be missing out. And I'd encourage you to go to see movies in the theater, because we're trying to save the film industry and still have live theater, okay? Live movies, like going to a movie theater to see a movie. How else could I fucking explain to you what I'm saying? The theater, the film theater experience. We had movie theaters 100 years ago. Let's have them 100 years from now, or even 10 years from now. But I'm depending on you to share this message, share these videos, and encourage people to still go to the movie theater, for crying out loud. So that being said, the Cinemark Theater was very nice. There was more people than I thought in the theater today. There was about 5 or 6 of us in this theater on a Tuesday afternoon or an early evening. What's the difference between an afternoon and an early evening? I'd say that perhaps like 4:59. When would you say is the end of the afternoon? Like 3:59 p.m. is the end of the early afternoon, and 4 p.m. starts the early evening. I mean, what's the early bird special in your neck of the woods? In any fucking event, I did like the movie. Once again, credit to the Bridget, whatever her name is, Dakota Johnson. Great acting, great actressing. Very, she's a great actress. What the fuck can I say? She did dying well, folks. I mean, it's right up there with playing someone slow, as in IQ, like Tom Hanks and so forth, Forrest Gump, and whatever the fuck else. I guess there's like certain check boxes you check as an actor. You want to play someone slow, you want to play someone dying, you want to play a killer, I guess you want to play the president in a film. Those are the big check boxes. Can you think of others? You want to play a serial killer, you want to play a whatever the fuck. So I give this movie a big thumbs up. Like I said, the Jason Segel character of the tag-along, the lone wolf, the friend, I totally felt that man. I felt it. Kind of interesting person walking. These people are walking in front of my car at a slow pace. And they're lucky that I'm not driving them over. But that's okay. I'm a nice guy. There's also an attractive woman. Oh, I got my favorite parking spot. I'm happy. There was an attractive woman kind of walking around, so I gave her the benefit of my eyeballs for a few moments. I'm at the coffee house. There's the twins. These guys are twins. They've been twins their whole lives with each other, apparently. They're there. And I'm meeting a gentleman inside to discuss an issue. My car is now being... Oh, there's a person that I don't like. Really a person that I find aggravating is there. So I'll wrap this up. Mike Messier, Mike's Instant Movie Review. I say go see this fucking movie. Our Friend, it's called, not The Friend. Go see it, go enjoy it. Do other things. Watch all the Mike Messier content you want. Whatever, you probably haven't watched every single thing on Mike Messier YouTube. You probably need to. Messier Peace Theater, my sports predictions. I predicted correctly Tom Brady would win his big game, and now he's going to the Super Bowl. All these wonderful things that I do for you. Keep on watching Mike Messier YouTube channel, MikeMessier.com. Subscribe and like, all that crap. If the Jason Segels of the world are seeing this video, why don't you put me in a fucking movie? Mike Messier.